We are going to begin with defining probability. What is probability? Probability is the quantitative measure of uncertainty. It is a number between 0 and 1, or 0% and 100% that conveys the strength of our belief in the occurrence of an uncertain event. It provides methods of quantifying the chances or likelihood associated with the various outcomes. Probabilities are written as fractions from 0 to 1, in decimals from 0 to 1, or in percentage from 0% to 100%. Now I'm going to show you a diagram of the probability as a numerical measure of the likelihood of occurrence. In this diagram, you can see that as probability value approaches 0, the event is very unlikely to occur. If the probability value is exactly 0.5, the occurrence of the event is just as likely as it is unlikely. And as the probability value approaches the positive 1, the event is almost certain to occur. Now we're going to define some terms in probability. Let's begin with experiment. An experiment is an event that can result in different outcomes, even though it is repeated in the same manner every time. For example, measuring a current in a copper wire with the presence of uncontrollable inputs, resulting in the variations in measurements. After defining experiment, we now define the sample space. The set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment is called the sample space. Sample space is denoted as uppercase S. For example, consider the experiment of tossing a die. Sample space for the number appearing on the top face would be denoted by uppercase S sub 1 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, enclosed in a French curly bracket. A sample space is discrete if it consists of a finite or countable infinite set of outcomes. For example, sample space for a thrown die until a 5 occurs would be F and F, N and F, N and F, and so on. However, a sample space is continuous if it contains an interval, either finite or infinite set of real numbers. For example, sample space of the life in years of a certain electronic component. The sample space S could be T such that T is greater than or equal to 0. An event is a subset of the sample space of a random experiment. The probability of an event is given as the number of ways an event can occur divided by the total number of outcomes in the sample space is. So let's say, for example, when rolling a die, the event of rolling an even number is 3 by getting 2, 4, or 6. Hence, the probability of getting an even number is equal to 3 over 6, or when rounded off, equal to 1/2.